Welcome to Cloud Institution YouTube channel, the best software training institute. So today we are going to discuss what is Azure. So today's topic is what is Azure Load Balancer? An Azure Load Balancer is a high performance layer 4, that is load balancing service that distributes incoming traffic, network traffic across multiple virtual machines to ensure high availability and reliability of applications. It automatically balances the load based on rules and health props, improving performance and reducing downtime. Azure Load Balancer supports both public internet-facing and internet private network traffic, making it suitable for web application APIs and internal business services. It helps to scale application horizontally by adding more VMs behind the balancer and reroutes traffic in case of VM fails, ensuring uninterrupted services delivery. So basically, when you're talking about the load balancer, it controls the traffic. Okay, so it controls the traffic, the entire virtual machines and everything. So that's why we are using load balancer. So I'll show you the demo, how it works. So let's move on to demo section. So I'll create a virtual network first. Okay, so I'll create a virtual network, create. So I'm creating a new resource group. I'll create VNet. Next, next. Then I'll be creating a particular subnet. So I'm changing this default into subnet 1, and I'm going to create one more subnet. So that is subnet 2. Then I'll click towards the review plus create. So after creating review plus create and everything, I'll attach this VNet inside the virtual machine. So I'll go to resource. So I'll click towards the virtual machine. I'll click on create. Cloud institution VM1. So there is no availability zones or anything. I'll select the size 22.04, 1 GB, password. Then I'll enable HTTP. Why? Because I just want to show you the output. That's why I'm showing. Why? Because I just want to control the traffic. I just want to avoid the traffic. That's why I'm using HTTP also. So next I'll go to disk, networking, VNet 1, subnet 1 and VM. Okay. Then I'll click towards the review plus create. Same thing I'll be doing inside the virtual machine 2 also. So I'll duplicate and I'll create virtual machine 2. Here also I'll enable HTTP. I'll go to disk, networking. I'll change this. I'll use as VNet 1 and I'll use subnet 2. Then I'll click towards the review plus create. So I think my virtual machine 1 has been deployed. So I'll host a website or web hosting here. Okay. So I'll go to public IP and I'll copy. I'll open CMD, SSPs, username. So these web hosting and everything, last class I taught you. So more informations and everything, please go to that recording. So you'll be getting a clarification regarding these topics and everything. Okay. So by the time we'll do the second one also. So I'll go to resource. I'll copy the public IP. I'll open command prompt. I'll write SSH space cloud institution @IP. Enter. Yes. Then password. Sudo apt install Apache 2 tag y. So I'll check virtual machine 1 web hosting and everything. So I think it's done. So next is cd space slash var slash www slash html slash enter. So next is nano space index dot html enter. So I'll remove and I'll give hi. Control X Y enter. So you can see right now I've done it right. Same thing I'll be doing for the virtual machine 2 web hosting also. cd space slash var slash www slash html slash enter nano space index dot html enter or control T and I'm giving hello. So control X Y enter. So right now you can see one traffic. Why? Because if I want to check whether if it is working or not, I just want to copy this public IP. I am to open this new tab and I have to copy and paste it and then only we can see the output. So you can see lots of jam. That means you can see lots of traffic. So right now I'm going to avoid this traffic. To do that, we have to go to the load balancer. So I'll search for the load balancer. So you can see create option is given. So I'll click on create. I'll give cloud institution. I'll give load as a name. Then SQ. So there are two types of SQ, that is standard and gateway. So we'll be selecting standard and in type we'll be selecting public. So public it means anyone can access. Internal means it's like a private. And the region the region which I'm going to, that means the type which I'm going to use is regional. Okay. So next is we have to select the front-end IP configuration. So that means we're giving an IP for the load balancer. To do that, we'll click towards the add front-end IP configuration and I'll give IP. And you can see IP address. So when you click IP address, number of IP address that is created for the virtual machine and etc. So we have not created any virtual machine, means we have not created any IP for the load balancer. So I'll click towards the create new and I'll give IPs and I'll click on save. So when you click save, you can see right now I've created front-end IP, right? So next I'm going to backend pool. So backend pool means that means targeting. So I've already created two virtual machines, so that two virtual machines should be targeted, right? So I'm going to target it. So I'll click towards the add a backend pool. So I'll attach my backend pool. So I'm giving back pool and I'll attach my VNet. So that is VNet and I'll attach my virtual machine. To attach, you can see add option is given. So here you can see virtual machine 1 and 2. Then I'll click towards the add option, then save. Okay. So next you can see inbound rule. So the inbound rule means giving permission, like inbound rule as a load balancing rule, giving permission. So who can access? So to give that, we have to click towards the add a load balancing rule. Then we have to give a name for it. So I'm giving load rule and you can see front-end IP. So what are the configuration we have done for existing thing? Same thing you have to do it from here also. So I'll attach that IP. I'll attach the backend port and you have to give the port number. So already the port number of the HTTP is 85 because we have configured HTTP, right? So we'll give 80 and the backend port also 80. So after doing that, we'll click towards the save option. So when you click save, you can see there is an error that is health prop. So you have to create a health prop. So the main benefit of using this health prop means if anything happens to one virtual machine or if their virtual machine is not condition is not good or if not in a good manner and everything. So with the help of health prop, we can easily rectify whether it's perfect or not. So that's why we are using health prop. So we'll create a new health props. For that, you can see create new. So we'll click on create new and I'll create a health. And you can see the protocol should be HTTP. Why? Because we're giving a port. Now we already given a website or web hosting we are given. So the health should be perfect. We have to check whether the health is perfect or not on that, right? So we are giving health prop as HTTP. So after doing that, we'll go down and we'll click save, save. So you can see right now we have completed basics, front-end IP configuration, backend pull, and inbound rule. So next, there is no outbound rule. Directly we'll go to the review plus create and we'll try to create this load balancer. So you can see I've created that load balance and everything. So I'll click towards the go to resource. So when you click go to resource, you can see I have access inside the load balancer. So when you click see more, you can see an option called public IP address, right? So with the help of this public IP address, we'll be configuring. So we'll copy it. We'll go to new tab and we'll paste it. I'll remove that IPs and I'll give enter. So you can see right now allow is showing, right? So when you try to refresh, you can see allow will change into high. So you can see there is avoid of what traffic. There is avoid of traffic is happening, right? So this is how load balancer will work. So the main purpose of using of the load balancer is to the avoid of traffics and everything. Okay. So if you like a channel, please subscribe and please like, comment, and share. And for more information, contact Cloud Institution also. Thank you.